Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending when you're watching this. My name is Jason, and welcome to my day 5 check-in. No, day 6, sorry. It's day 6 check-in for the 100 pages per day reading challenge in May. I'm continuing my reading of The Vampire Lestat. I read 103 today, and I finished part 3 of the book. So, yes, I got the prologue part 1 and some part 2. Today I read part 2, the rest of part 2 and all of part 3. So tomorrow I'll start part 4. So I'm on page 209 right now. That's the start of part 4, chapter 1. So yeah, part 4, chapter 1 is going to be my starting point for tomorrow. I'm still really digging this book. Again, it's one of the books I can't put down. I really am enjoying the reading of it through and through. It's a fantastic read. I'm still saying it's 9.5 out of 10. I was chasing that 10 out of 10 book, but this is going to be a solid 9.5. The storyline just flows so evenly with this book, especially now that we found out in part 2 how he becomes a vampire, and part 3 is basically him and his mom again. I did not expect him to be reunited with his mom in part 3 and make her a vampire, but she is, so fantastic. It's great. I'm excited to see what happens in part 4, because part 4 seems like it's going to be more of a roller coaster than part 3 is. Part 3 was just a gigantic roller coaster, guys. I've really enjoyed part 3 of the book. So, part 3 was a roller coaster with the mom being back in it, and Lestat made his mom into a vampire. So, that was not expected at all for me. But enjoyable, because now he gets to spend more time with his mom. His mom was supposed to die, and now she's actually alive because of Lestat, which is not the way I had imagined part 3 going. I thought part 3 he'd have his mom to Paris and he'd be with her when she dies, which is what I expected to happen in the book. It is not what happened. When he made his mom a vampire, I was very much surprised by that. I thought, he's gonna have his mom out to Paris, and they're gonna say final goodbyes because she's dying. It's her last winter. It kept going back to the mom's last winter. The mom was dying. And, in the back of my mind, I kind of thought it was going to be a vampire. He was going to make his mom a vampire, but I was like, no. No, it can't happen. That's too easy. That's too much of a coincidence there that his mom's going to become a vampire. But yeah, it happened, and I was shocked by it. But yeah, I read 103 pages today. My total is 739 for the reading month so far. I'm 2361 from having the challenge completed. So I'm still over the pages read per day, thankfully. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I may not get a chance to upload tomorrow because I've got life events taking place. But I plan to read my 100 pages. I may not upload until later in the evening tomorrow, or I may upload before I take off to do my thing tomorrow. And then Thursday, I will have a struggle reading those 100 pages on Thursday, because Thursday's a packed day for me doing other stuff. So, on Thursday, I gotta take my mom and dad to the airport first thing in the morning on Thursday. So, it's gonna be a little bit of struggle for me to get the pages read Thursday. Tomorrow, I won't have any issues reading. It's gonna be the issues going to be getting the video uploaded for you guys on Thursday. Anyway, that's stuff for you guys. That's not any of y'all's concerns, though. Y'all don't need to worry about me uploading a video or me not uploading a video. I'm going to make every effort to get the video out to you guys on Thursday, because I owe it to you all who watch me on a regular basis, go through this challenge and read and give my thoughts on the books. So, my honest thoughts on the rest of part 2 and all of part 3 are very well written. Very much a what's happening next. I can't wait for what happens next. I don't want to put the book down still. It made me just want to just keep going. I'm very excited for part 4 and starting it tomorrow morning at like 5 a.m. That's kind of when I've been doing the brunt of my reading. Is like 5 to 6 a.m. is when I start reading in the morning. I get up super early, then I get at like 5 or 6. I read for like an hour and a half, 2 hours before I have to start work. Work from 8 to 5. Get off work. Where I don't finish when I get up and read in the morning, I finish out when I get off work at night. So between 5 and like 6, I try to get the rest of my reading done. And so it's worked out perfectly for me. I can get, 60, 75 pages done in the morning. And then I can get off work and read the last 25 pages. So it's great. And it's been going over for me. I've been over the page limit every day except for day 2, which I somehow only managed to get 100 pages done. But like I said, I'm excited to see what part 4, and I think there's 2 more parts, 4, 5, and I think it's 6 in this book. I'm very excited to see what happens in those parts of the book and get this book done. And then I'll move on to The Queen of the Damned, which I will start hopefully on Saturday. My goal is to have Vampire Lestat for the next 3 days. So it is all going to be Vampire Lestat books. That's gonna, and then The Queen of the Damned. So I plan to start that on Saturday the 10th. And that is another very long book. So Jason's book list, that is 5 to 14 pages. So that is 514. Well, if I could click out here, that would be great. And this is a 5 to 14 page book. 514. Actually, not thinking about it, I'm gonna do a pages left in book. Oh, this is gonna be 0. This is gonna be this one equals this minus this equals minus this minus this and this is what I finished that book at, so that's gonna be 0 pages there. This one equals this minus this equals this minus this plus this. I think that should get me what I want. Nope, that's not it. Equals this minus this red, and then this is also red. So 353 left in this book. So that's where I am right now. 353 pages left in the book. I mean, it's going to go pretty quickly. I honestly think that I can get this book done in the next 3 days. I'll probably read 100 plus pages tomorrow at 353. So I need to read, what is that exactly? So if I want to finish the book in the next 2 days, it's going to be 353 divided by 3 days. Divide by 3 days. I need to read 117. So I basically need 118 pages these next 3 days. It's going to be 118 pages per day for the next 3 days to get this book done. I think that's doable. Considering that I really am enjoying the book, I think 118 pages per day is going to be very doable. Alright guys, that's our check-in for today on the Vampire Lestat, and my next books are on the list, Queen of the Damned. I will see you all tomorrow for my check-in. Peace.